Welcome to Raj classes. Those who are watching our videos, please like and subscribe channel. Today we will discuss about the nested if-else statement. Nested if-else statement. Clear? This is another conditional decision making and branching control statement. Clear? Let us see the syntax. Syntax for nested if-else statement. Just see, if test condition, test expression or condition 1, if condition, this test expression or condition 2, then statement 1, else statement 2. This is the end of this if, this is the end of this else, then this is the end of this if, then else what? Statement 3. Then outside there is another statement X. Clear? This is the syntax of nested if else. Clear? Here you can see one if else is present inside another if. Clear? When this situation arises, this is called nested if else. Nested means one if else present in another if else. Clear? So in this case, if this condition 1 is true, it will go inside this block. Then there is another condition. If second condition is true, then statement 1 will execute. Clear? If the first condition is false, then what will happen? It will directly go to what? Else part. Statement 3 will execute. Clear? So see, if condition 1 is false, what will happen? It will go directly to this else part. Statement 3 will execute. Statement 3 will execute. Clear? Then it will go to the statement X and statement X will execute. Statement X will execute. Clear? If condition 1 is true, condition 1 is true, and condition 2 is true, clear? Condition 1 is true as well as condition 2 is true. Then what? Statement 1 will execute. Statement 1 will execute. It will not go to the else part. Similarly, it will not go to this else part. Then it will execute what? Statement X. Statement X. Clear? If condition 1 is true, if condition 1 is true, condition 2 is false, condition 2 is false, then what will happen? Condition 2 is false, it will go to this else part. Statement 2 will execute. Statement 2 will execute, and then it will go to the statement X. Statement X. Understood? Clear? Now see one example. Clear? Write a program in C. Question is, write a program in C to find a number is divisible by both 3 and 5 or not. Clear? Understood? Write a program in C to find a number is divisible by both 3 and 5 or not. Understood? Just see the program. Hash include stdio dot h. You know why stdio dot h? Because we are using predefined functions like printf and scanf. Then integer main. Clear? Then I am taking one number variable. This number is for this, find a number. Clear? I am taking one variable number. Then printf enter a number. This is one message. So after this, scanf %d ampersand number. I am inputting number through scanf. Clear? After this, I will say if the number is divisible by both 3 and 5. For this, what I will check? Whether the number is divisible by 3 or not. First 3 or not. If equal to 0. Clear? Then I will check here if number modular division by 5 double equal to 0. If condition 1 will satisfy and condition 2 will satisfy, then what will happen? Printf number is divisible by 3 and 5. Clear? Then if number is divisible by 3 but number is not divisible by 5, then what will happen? Go to the else part. It will printf what? Number is not divisible by 3 and 5. Clear? Then this is the else part. Then for this, if this is the end, then else part. Else it will printf number is not divisible by 3 and 5. Clear? Then what? Return 0 and this is the end of main. Clear? This is a small program to find whether the number is divisible by 3 and 5 or not. You can see here we are inputting number here. If we will execute this program, what will happen? It will first ask enter a number. Clear? Suppose I am inputting 15. Clear? Then what will happen? Then if number 15 is modular division by 3 equal to 0, yes, condition is true. Then it will go inside this if. Again it will check if number modular division by 5 equal to 0 or not. Yes, it is true. So it will print what? Number is divisible by both 3 and 5. Number is divisible by 3 and 5. Understood? Next, just see. Second time I will run this program. Then what will happen? Again it will ask what? Enter a number. Suppose I am inputting what? 3. Clear? So it will check number modular division by 3 equal to 0. Yes. Clear? Then if number modular division 5 equal to 0, this condition is false. So it will go to the else part. Here it will print number is not divisible by 3 and 5. Number is not divisible by 3 and 5. Clear? Suppose third time I will run this program. What will happen? It will again ask, enter a number. Suppose I am inputting 5. Clear? Again, this condition it will check number modular division by 3 equal 0. Condition is false. It will directly go to this else part. Again, it will print number is not divisible by 3 and 5. Number is not divisible by 3 and 5. All of you understood? Clear? This is how you will use nested if else in your program. Clear? In this nested if else program, one problem arises. If you don't write the if else in order, then one problem will arise. All of you clear? Just see that problem. What problem arises? That problem is called dangling else problem. Dangling else problem. If you will not write the if else in order, in proper order, this problem arises. Just see, if condition 1, if condition 2, statement 1, else statement 2. Clear? Statement 1, statement 2. Then this is the end of if. Here I am writing if else in proper order. I am mentioning what? Curly braces in proper place. Suppose I am writing this without proper order. Just see. If condition 1, if condition 2, clear? Printf, or this is statement 1, clear? Else statement 2. Just see this case here. If this condition 1 is true, it will go to the this if part. It will check this condition 2. If this condition is 2 is true, then it will execute what? Statement 1. If condition 2 is false, condition 1 is true, but condition 2 is false, then it will go to the else part. Yes or no? Then it will print statement 2. If condition 1 is false, then where is the else part? If this else part is the else part for this if or this if. Clear? This type of problem arises. This problem is called what? Dangling else problem. If no matching else found for if no matching else found for if, then this type of dangling else problem arises. Clear? To avoid this problem, you can write the what? Program in proper order. You write the nested if else in proper order. Otherwise, what happens? System will always take this else to the nearer if. This else system will take to the nearer if. Clear? System will pair this else to the nearer if, to the this if, not pair with the this if. Understood? Just see one example. If what? Suppose integer x equal to 5. Integer x equal to 5. Clear? If x not equal to 5. If x greater than 5. Printf higher. Clear? Else printf by. Clear? Now see, the first condition is false. I have already told, if you will not write the nested if else in proper order, then the else system will take this else to the nearer if. This else will be the else part for this if, not for the this if. So this condition is false. So there is no else part for this. So it will print nothing. Clear? But if this is double equal to 5, condition is true, it will go to this if part. Again condition is false, it will go to the this if part. Clear? Then it will print what? By. It will print by. If first condition is true, second condition is false, then it will go to this else part, because this is the else part for this if. All of you understood? Clear? But in first case, what was the first case? Not equal. If first condition is false, there is no else part. Clear? This is the what? Dangling else problem. All of you understood? Then we will discuss about else if ladder. This is the last statement in if else statement. Just see the syntax. Clear? Syntax: if condition 1, then statement 1, else if condition 2, then statement 2, else if condition 3, then statement 3. Same as else if condition n, then statement n. Clear? Else default statement. Clear? This is the syntax for else if ladder. Here you can see, if condition 1, if this condition is true, it will print what? If condition 1 is true, it will print what? Statement 1. If condition 1 is true, it will execute what? Statement 1. Clear? If condition 1 is false, it will go to this else part. There is another if is there. So it will check second condition. So if condition 1 is false, it will go to the else part. There is another condition. And condition 2 is true. What will happen? It will execute what? Statement 2. Yes or no? It will execute statement 2. Clear? Same way, if condition 1 is false, condition 2 is true, then it will execute what? Statement 2. If condition 2 is false, then it will go to the which part? This else part. This is condition 3. It will check again condition 3. If condition 3 is what? True, it will execute statement 3. Statement 3. Clear? If condition 1 is false, condition 2 is again false, but condition 3 is true. Condition 3 is true. It will execute what? Statement 3. Clear? If none of the condition is true, it will execute what? Default statement. If no condition is true, then it will execute what? Default statement. Understood? Clear? If no condition is true, that means this condition is false, then it will go to this part. If this condition is false, it will go to this part. If this condition is false, then it will go to this part similarly. So if this condition is again false, it will go to last else. It will print the default statement. All of you understood? This is all about else if ladder. Else if ladder. Clear? Today we will stop here, and in next video we will discuss about the switch statement. Switch statement. Thank you.